So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now they'll run it on the toss. Space to run past the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Packers 14. Washington, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Love, they go play action now. And he's able to find Diggs. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
The Packer first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
This will be caught at about the 5. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 4-yard line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Love. And he slings one that's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the 4-yard line.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step, because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards. Steps away to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Flush to his right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that a lot. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Chase McLaughlin lining up for.
I think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Now a second down throw for Love here. Looking deep for... He's got a man. Complete. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Love. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Davante Adams there to make the grab. And the Packers add on to their lead. Point after try forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Packers 24, Washington 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 20. 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right, and that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 9. brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Escaping the pressure right. He may try. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Makes the score Packers 24, Washington 14.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
For Washington.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan, How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
Green Bay.
Working out of the gun, Love. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff looking right. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And his throw is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Fights off another. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
A big play there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 40 yards. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10.
21.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Green Bay. That's the end of
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
29.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's brought down.
It's a pickup of 6.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this...
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 22 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Here's Love. Going deep for Diggs. That's going to be caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game. And trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Get off the field.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Aaron Jones taking it in. And the Packers add on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
7-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did him no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for him. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 21 yards away. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw again. He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Washington 29.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
He was brought down at
We got plenty to catch.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Tonight's
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have